Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Stay In quiz. Hopefully you can all now see me and hear me. If you could just leave me a comment on the comments to say that you can see me and that you can hear me, would be great. We had some teething problems the other day with our test round.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the sorry, I'm speaking to myself over there. So I think that you can hear me over there. So I can already see we've got about 30 people logged on at the moment, which is excellent. Thank you all so much for giving up your Friday night to come and do this virtual quiz here. See, we've got people from Rilla Mill, we've got comments coming in, Hampshire, got closer to home, we've got some in St Clear in the area as well, which is excellent. Liam, I'm loving your team name of Bound to Lose. Hopefully you don't lose, but at the end of the day, this is the quiz where there's no winners and losers. It's all about fun. Okay, thank you for these messages. I can see that you can see me and hear me. So, just before we start, I'll do a quick explanation of what's going to happen tonight. So it was going to work basically like my normal pub quizzes, if anyone has been to one. We'll have 4 rounds. Each round will have 10 questions in. We've also got a picture round. The picture round has been uploaded to the Facebook page already. However, it will be shown during our interval between round 2 and 3. I've just uploaded it on there. If you search for St Clear quizzes, it will come up on there. Just in case you want to access that on a different device. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do 2 rounds, have a quick interval, top up your drinks, use any facilities that you may need to, and then we will come back, do the answers for those rounds, and then continue with rounds 3 and 4. Normally, I would say to you all to put your mobile phones away. However, if you Google tonight, you will only be cheating yourselves. So I'll leave your conscience either clear or not on that one. Hey, it is just for fun. I have no way of knowing who has won or not other than the comments that you post me. If you'd like to let me know how you're doing, please feel free. And I think that is all I want to say for now, apart from thank you for joining in. So, I'm ready with my beer. Hopefully you have all got your drinks as well. If you could just give me a comment when you are ready, and once I've seen a few comments flying through, we can move on to round 1. I love the fact that everyone's saying their drinks won't last to round 1. Well, I'm sure that your bars are open in your own houses throughout the whole evening. So I'm not going to stop you getting a drink at any point. Unfortunately, I can't top myself up until the interval. So I've got quite a few ready comments coming through. I'll just explain, there's about a 30-second delay on the feed for me. So if your comments appear that they're coming through slow and I'm not responding, that is why. So, looks like we're all ready. So, I'll start with round 1. Now, round 1 is all about this week. I've searched and searched and I've come up with some questions which are not related to the current situation in any way, shape or form, apart from one of them. Hey, if my mum is watching, I know you always brush up on who's number 1 in the charts, so I've not included that one this week. So, round 1. Question 1. Which horse won the virtual Grand National last Saturday? Which horse won the virtual Grand National last Saturday? Just had a quick look and we're up to 45 viewers, which is amazing. Thank you, everyone. Question 2. Which MP has been elected as the new leader for the Labour Party? Which MP has been elected as the new leader of the Labour Party? Question 3. Which singer has released details this week of her kidnapping ordeal? Which singer has released details this week of her kidnapping ordeal? I've got messages coming through on my phone as well telling me that people are ready. Thank you to all my family who are watching in various parts of the country. We've got Anglesey, we've got Scotland, we've got Somerset. Thank you all for joining us. Question 4. Which department store filed for administration on Monday for the second time in 12 months? Which department store filed for administration on Monday for the second time in 12 months? To answer the comment, Maddie can't refill my glass for me because she's too busy doing the quiz herself. I'm getting messages that I can speed up a little bit, so I'll up the pace a little bit. Thank you for those comments. Question 5. Which supermarket chain announced this week that it will be paying dividend to shareholders for the first time in 5 years? Which supermarket chain announced this week that it would be paying a dividend to shareholders for the first time in 5 years? Question 6. American civil servant Linda Tripp passed away this week. But which American scandal did she disclose in 1997? American civil servant Linda Tripp passed away this week. But which American scandal did she disclose in 1997? Question 7. Greg Wallace visited which Cornish pasty factory for a BBC Two documentary this week? Greg Wallace visited which Cornish pasty factory for a BBC documentary this week? Just seen your comment, Graham, about me having a big glass. That's the one you got me for Christmas a few years ago. Question 8. Which couple held a video call with school children at a school in Burnley on Wednesday? Which couple held a video call with school children at a school in Burnley on Wednesday? Up to 48 viewers online at the moment. If you want to round up another 2 so we can get up to 50, that would be brilliant. Just an even number for us would be brilliant. I know 48 is an even number before you say anything, Maddie. Question 9. Who was freed with immediate effect after an Australian court quashed his conviction for child sex offences? Who was freed with immediate effect after an Australian court quashed his conviction for child sex offences? If you ever come to visit Morgan, you can borrow the glass. It's got an M engraved on it, so you can use it. Kim can't, though. Keep the comments coming, everyone. And question 10 in this round. It's the only question that links to the current situation, I'm afraid. The terms infodemic, self-isolate, and social distancing have been added to what this week? The terms infodemic, self-isolate, and social distancing have been added to what this week? Hello, Team Pebbles. Team Pebbles were one of my regulars at the Stag when I did quizzes there, and they've been helping spread the word this week, so thank you very much. Normally at this stage in a quiz I'd say, does anyone want any repeating? I'm not going to tonight. I'm just going to move straight on, apart from I've got a message from Maddie.
Mum wants to know about contributions.
I'll come on to that. Okay. I've just been asked. A message has come through asking about contributions to anything. I know it's a really difficult time for everyone at the moment, with people maybe not being in work and things. So I haven't specifically said any donations to any charities. However, if you would like to make a contribution tonight, based on how much fun you've had, then please feel free to go ahead and do so. And if you'd like to let me know of anything you have donated, and that will be brilliant. We started out doing quizzes up at the Stag in St Clear, raising money for local community groups. We raised well over £1,000 in the 2 years that we were doing that. So if you would like to make a contribution to anything tonight, please do so if you've had fun, but there is no pressure to do so. Thank you for that question, Mom.
I think I can go to any charity.
You can go to any charity as well you want, just to clarify. Okay, so we will move on to round 2. It is Easter weekend, so I have a round about Easter. My test teams, who normally check through the quizzes for me, are all taking part tonight, so I had to get some work colleagues to have a look through the quiz for me. Thank you for all their feedback. Yeah, they suggested a few changes to this round, so thank you for that feedback, everyone who looked through the quiz for me. So, round 2 is the Easter round. Sorry, just smirking at the jokes going on about Team Pebbles being stoned. Typical Graham. Anyway, question 1 in the Easter round. Which Scottish football side play their home games at Easter Road? Which Scottish football side play their home games at Easter Road? Thank you for that comment, Malcolm. I'm sure you love seeing my bottom every time I have a drink. Let me just have a drink. Nice round one, isn't it? Question 2. Nick Easter represented England at which sport? Nick Easter represented England at which sport? Question 3. Which awards ceremony first took place on Easter Sunday 1947 to recognise outstanding achievements in the American theatre season? Which awards ceremony first took place on Easter Sunday 1947 to recognise outstanding achievements in the American theatre season? Question 4. Which Swedish actress, who became one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 20s and 30s, died on Easter Day 1990? Which Swedish actress, who became one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 20s and 30s, died on Easter Day 1990? Question 5. David Easter played the role of Mac Nightingale in which British soap? David Easter played the role of Mac Nightingale in which British soap? Question 6. Which island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean was discovered on Easter Day 1722? Which island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean was discovered on Easter Day 1722? Thank you very much to the Liscard Town Forum for spreading the news about the quiz as well. I did see that you'd shared the link earlier on. Thank you. Question 7. Which Asian country was bombed by Japanese aircraft on Easter Day 1942 and also suffered a terrorist attack on Easter Day 2019? Which Asian country was bombed by Japanese aircraft on Easter Sunday 1942 and also suffered a terrorist attack on Easter Day 2019? Question 8. Easter 1916 was a poem by W.B. Yeats written about the Easter Rising in which country? Easter 1916 was a poem by W.B. Yeats written about the Easter Rising in which country?
Stay your mum.
Okay.
Seriously.
Question 9. Which actress, who starred in the Harry Potter series of films, was born on Easter Day 1990? Which actress, who starred in the Harry Potter films, was born on Easter Day 1990? Sorry about the coughing in the background. My mum sent Maddie a message saying well done for not coughing, and it started her coughing. And finally, in the Easter round, the villages of Good Easter and High Easter are found in which of England's home counties? The villages of Good Easter and High Easter are found in which of England's home counties? Okay, so that takes us to the end of the second round. As promised, we'll have a short break now. I need to top up my drink. What I will do during this interval is I'll turn the sound off on the microphone, and I'll put the picture round up on the screen for you. In case you haven't seen it already, the picture round, it is 10 chocolate bars, because it's Easter Sunday coming up, and all I would like to know is the name of the 10 chocolate bars. Okay, so I will be back in 5 minutes or so to continue with the quiz. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm back. You can't see him at the moment. I've left the picture round up there just for an extra few seconds. Just to let you know, I will be going through the answers to the first 2 rounds in a moment, and then we'll move on with rounds 3 and 4, and I'll do the answers to the picture round at the end as well. Okay, I've had a couple of comments that maybe the speed could be a little bit quicker, so I'll try and go for that. Yeah, if you want to keep leaving me comments, please do. So I'll go through the answers to the first couple of rounds. Okay, I should be coming back on the screen for you now. Hello. So I'll quickly go through round 1 answers. Round 1 was all about this week. So if you'd like to mark your answers. Question 1. The horse that won the virtual Grand National was Potter's Corner. Question 2. The MP who is the new leader of the Labour Party is Sir Keir Starmer. Question 3. The singer who released details about her kidnapping ordeal was Duffy. Question 4. The department store that has filed for administration is Debenhams. Question 5. The supermarket chain, which is paying its first dividend in 5 years, is Tesco. Question 6. Linda Tripp disclosed details of the Clinton-Lewinsky affair. Question 7. Greg Wallace visited the Ginsters factory. Question 8. The couple who held the video call with the school children in Burnley was Prince William and Princess Kate. Question 9. It was Cardinal Pell who was released by an Australian court. And question 10. The terms infodemic, self-isolate and social distancing have been added to the Oxford English Dictionary this week. So those are your answers to the first round. And our Easter round. Mixed bag here. Some people finding it quite hard, others finding it all right. I guess it just depends. You know, it's easy if you know the answer, as Chris Tarrant used to say. So round 2, the answers. Question 1. The Scottish football team who play at Easter Road are Hibernian. Question 2. Nick Easter represented England at Rugby Union. Question 3. The awards ceremony first held on Easter Day 1947 was the Tony Awards. Question 4. The Swedish actress who died on Easter Day 1990 was Greta Garbo. Question 5. David Easter played Mac Nightingale in Hollyoaks. Question 6. The island in the South Pacific that was discovered on Easter Day 1722 was Easter Island. Question 7. The Asian country that was bombed on Easter Day 1942 and had a terrorist attack last Easter was Sri Lanka. Question 8. Easter 1916 was a poem by W.B. Yeats about Easter rising in Ireland. Question 9. The Harry Potter actress born on Easter Day 1990 was Emma Watson. And finally, the villages of Good Easter and High Easter are in Essex. So those are your answers to the first 2 rounds of questions. I'll just give you a moment before we start round 3. got another message come in. Is it important, Maddie? No, okay. So round 3, always like to do little topical links in my quizzes, as my regulars will know. We're going to do round 3 is all about doctors. Okay, lots of us went out and clapped for our NHS yesterday evening. So here's my little link into the NHS here with a round on doctors. So round 3, question 1. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb was the alternative title for which 1960s film? How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb was the alternative title for which 1960s film? Question 2. Who is the youngest actor to have played the role of Doctor Who on TV? Who is the youngest actor to have played the role of Doctor Who on TV? Now, my children are safely asleep up in bed at the moment, but here is a question which I asked them earlier and they both got right, despite being 3 and 6, so pressure's on everybody now. Which celebrity doctor appeared on the 2018 series of Strictly Come Dancing? Which celebrity doctor appeared on the 2018 series of Strictly Come Dancing? Was that a little laugh over there, Maddie? It's all gone quiet on the chat since the interval. Question 4. Which doctor made history in 1954 by running the first sub-4 minute mile? Which doctor made history in 1954 by running the first sub-4 minute mile? Question 5. Which fictional doctor appeared in the novels Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs? Which fictional doctor appeared in the novels Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs? Question 6. What was the first name of Dr. Frankenstein in Mary Shelley's Gothic horror novel? What was the first name of Dr. Frankenstein in Mary Shelley's Gothic horror novel? Question 7. Dr. No was the first film in which franchise? Dr. No was the first film in which franchise? Question 8. Which band had a hit in the 1990s with the song Dr. Jones? Which band had a hit in the 1990s with the song Dr. Jones? Get a thumbs up from Maddie. Anybody else singing the song at home? I'm guessing anybody about my age will be, maybe not if you're not my age. Question 9. The BBC soap opera Doctors is filmed in which English city? The BBC soap opera Doctors is filmed in which English city? And the final question in the Doctor's round. When I did my Christmas quizzes up at the Stag, I always threw in a round of Christmas cracker jokes, so I couldn't do a Doctor's round without doing a Doctor joke. So I would like the punchline of this classic joke. Doctor, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. What is the punchline? Doctor, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Oh, I'm glad Graham was singing along there. Thank you, Graham. If you'd like to send a video through, I could share it with everyone at the end. Okay, we'll move on with round 4. Another of my favourite rounds when I do a pub quiz is a what's the link round. So I'll ask you 9 questions, and the 10th question is, what is the link between all the answers? And I will explain that some of the questions, it is the surname only that provides the link for you. Okay, so 9 questions, and then the answers are all linked in some way. Your 10th question will be, what is the link? So, question 1. Which actor played the role of Harry Potter in the series of films? Which actor played the role of Harry Potter in the series of films? Really glad you're enjoying yourself, Rod. Glad to hear that you're playing along as a virtual team via Messenger as well. Great way of doing it. Question 2. Which craftsperson makes barrels and buckets for a living? Which craftsperson makes barrels and buckets for a living? Question 3. That's another Scottish football one, I'm afraid here. Which Scottish football side has the word academicals in their name? Which Scottish football side has the word academicals in their name? Question 4. Which crinkle cut crisp has the slogan, "Accept no imitations"? Which crinkle cut crisp has the slogan, "Accept no imitations"? Question 5. Which comedian presented TV Burp from 2001 until 2012? Which comedian presented TV Burp from 2001 until 2012? Question 6. Which British auction house, founded in 1776, has offices in St James's, London, and the Rockefeller Centre, New York? Which British auction house, founded in 1776, has offices in St James's, London, and the Rockefeller Centre, New York? Question 7. Which family relationship exists between myself and my father's sister's son? Which family relationship exists between myself and my father's sister's son? Question 8. Which style of food, originating from the Indian subcontinent, consists of a sauce made from a complex blend of spices? Which type of food, which originates from the Indian subcontinent, is a sauce made from a complex blend of spices? Question 9. Which British hotel and restaurant company owns the Premier Inn, Brewers Fayre and Beefeater brands? Which British hotel and restaurant company owns the Premier Inn, Brewers Fayre and Beefeater brands? And then question 10 is, what is the link between the answers? What is the link between your answers? I'm going to put the picture round back up for you for a few moments. The eagle-eyed of you may have noticed I've just finished my drink, so I'm going to top that up and then come back to go through the answers with you. Okay, I'm back. I've topped up my drink. So all we've got to do now is go through the answers to rounds 3, 4 and the picture round. I'll go through the picture round answers first because that is up on the screen. I'm going to wait until I've had some comments to say that you are ready for the answers, because the answers to these will be revealed on screen. So when we've got a few teams ready, could you just send me a comment on the live chat saying that you're ready for some answers, and I will do the picture round answers.
You've got squeezed,
Right, Maddie's come over to see the screen. We have one team ready for some answers. Thank you, Graham. You are on the money with these comments tonight. Thank you, Tina. You are ready. Thank you, Ian. You are ready. Okay, I will now reveal the answers to your 10 chocolate bars. Oh, thank you, Joe and Rod, coming in last moment to say you're ready. Here are the answers to your 10 chocolate bars. So we have, down the left-hand side, we have Twix, Fry's Turkish Delight, Star Bar, and Picnic. Down the middle, we have Cadbury Dairy Milk and Milky Bar. And on the right-hand side, we have Boost, Bounty, Double Decker, and Snickers. There's your answer to your picture round. I must say it was a crash course in picture editing this week to get those done, especially on the Bounty wrapper, which is incredibly difficult to remove the writing from and leave the sea in the background. Okay, I will remove those from the screen now, and we shall go through the answers to round 3 and 4. Thank you for the lovely comments coming in, saying that you have enjoyed this quiz. And here is my ugly mug again. Hello. So we'll go through the answers to rounds 3 and 4. Oh, Sharon, I've just had your message. Some goats escaped and you missed the answers to round 1 and 2. I'll very quickly go through those answers for you. Okay, so round 1. This is going to be really quick for you, Sharon. I'll let Maddie move. Question 1, round 1. I'm going over round 1 and 2 again for everyone else. Potter's Corner. Question 2, Keir Starmer. Question 3, Duffy. Question 4, Debenhams. Question 5, Tesco. Question 6, Clinston Lewinsky Affair. 7, Ginsters. 8, Prince William and Princess Kate. 9, Cardinal Pell. And 10, the Oxford English Dictionary. Round 2 for you, Sharon. 1, Hibernian. 2, Rugby Union. 3, Tony Awards. 4, Greta Garbo. 5, Hollyoaks. 6, Easter Island. 7, Sri Lanka. 8, Ireland. 9, Emma Watson. And 10, Essex. Okay, let's go to the answers to the Doctor's round, which was your 3rd round. Question 1. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb was the alternative title for Dr. Strangelove. Question 2. The youngest actor to have played the role of Doctor Who is Matt Smith. Question 3. The celebrity doctor to have appeared in the 2018 series of Strictly Come Dancing was Dr. Ranj Singh. Question 4. The doctor who ran the first sub-4 minute mile was Roger Bannister. Question 5. The fictional doctor in Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs was Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Question 6. The first name of Dr. Frankenstein was Victor. Question 7. Dr. No was the first in the James Bond franchise. Question 8. The band who had the hit with Dr. Jones in the 1990s was Aqua. Question 9. The BBC series Doctors was filmed in Birmingham. And question 10. Doctor, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Well, pull yourself together then. Not quite as bad as the Christmas cracker jokes I did last year for those of you who came to the Stag. Okay, the What's the Link round. So I'll give you the the 9 question answers, and then I'll reveal the link for you. Question 1. Harry Potter was played by Daniel Radcliffe. Question 2. It is a cooper who makes barrels and buckets. Cooper. 3. The Scottish football side that has academicals in their name is Hamilton. Question 4. The crinkle cut crisps that have a slogan, accept no imitations, McCoy's. Question 5. The comedian who presented TV Burt was Harry Hill. 6. The British auction house was Christie's. Question 7. Well, myself and my father's sister's son are cousins. Question 8. The style of food made from a source of complex blend of spices is curry. 9. The British hotel and restaurant company that owns the Premier Inn brands, among others, is Whitbread. So your answers for that round are Radcliffe, Cooper, Hamilton, McCoy's, Hill, Christie, Cousin, Curry and Whitbread. They are all winners of the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award. We have Paula Radcliffe, Henry Cooper, Lewis Hamilton, Tony McCoy, Damon Hill, Linford Christie, Robin Cousins, John Curry and Fatima Whitbread. So that concludes our quiz for the evening. Once again, thank you all so much for joining in. If any of you would like to send through some scores once you've tallied them up, I can read a few of them out. It's been very strange doing this online and not having that instant feedback with all of you. But I think we topped out on 49 watching at one point, which is amazing. I think the most people I ever had at the Stag quiz was 61. I checked back in my records today. So to have 49 streams, and I'm going to presume there's more than one person in some of those streams, so we've probably topped 61 there. Thank you all so much for giving up your time. And can I just say, I know we're in lockdown at the moment, but when this lifts, if you have enjoyed tonight, go out and enjoy a pub quiz in a real pub. This has been brilliant, but it is nothing like being in a real pub. So I would like to raise a glass to pub quizzes all over the land, and to pubs who are the lifeblood of many communities in our country. So to pubs. Okay, after that little spiel, I've got some scores coming through. We've got Paul's on 32, we've got Malcolm on 36, Rod 38, Tina 37, Sharon got 34, and 2 rounded up goats. Oh, that's got to be worth a few extra points, hasn't it? Okay, 36 to Graham and my family in Somerset. Well done. Oh, Maddie has got 36 as well, Graham, on her own. There you go. 32 for Matt Welsh there, well done. Already I've got messages coming through to do another one.
Auntie Sue is 35.
Oh, my Auntie Sue's got 35. Well done, Sue. Patricia Brown, 37.5. Well done. Yeah, I'll definitely consider doing another one if anyone is up for it. I'll just check with Maddie I'm allowed to. Am I allowed to do another one, Maddie? She's nodding. It's not like I've got anything else to do, is it? Shall we say same time next week? Everyone happy with that? Right, if you'd like to, then I will be online 8 o'clock next Friday again. I'll share all the messages on the quiz Facebook page. If you go onto Facebook and search for St Clear Quizzes, and like the page there, you'll get all the information I post. Or, I sound like a real YouTuber now, if you click the subscribe button, then you'll know when I'm doing new videos. Get me there, Maddie. Well done. An Australian soap round for Kim next week. Not sure how well that would go down with many people, but there you go. It's brilliant to see all these comments coming through, but thank you so much for joining in tonight. I've really enjoyed sitting here at a desk in my living room, but yeah, thank you all very much. Have a great rest of the evening, and I'll be back here next Friday evening. Thank you.